Hello, and thank you once again for coming back to the Street Herbalist. My name is Laurel Honey, and today we're going to talk about 8 doctors who make house calls and don't charge you a dime. Is an acronym called New Start, N.E.W. S.T.A.R.T, and it's an easy way to remember these 8 doctors. The first one is nutrition, eating whole foods and plant-based. There's so much research out there now. There's tens of thousands of studies that have been done showing that a whole food plant-based diet is the optimum diet for staying well and even reversing disease. So when you look at food, it should look like food. It should look like a bean or a seed. Now, if you buy something that doesn't look like food, like whole wheat or like pasta, then it should be at least whole grain. Read the label. It should just say whole grain flour and water. Or if you are preferring to use canned beans, be sure it says organic red kidney beans, water, and salt. That should be it. Very simple ingredients. Same for your peanut butter, salt. But if you can eat things in their whole state, as that's the best way to eat them. Whole grains. Fresh fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds. And nuts and seeds are not fattening when eaten in their whole state. It's that greasy, hydrogenated, roasted nuts that put the weight on. So that's nutrition. Exercise. Most of us are going to rust out. We're not going to wear out. We're just going to get stiff and old. So exercise is absolutely vital. You move it or you lose it. I've seen this with so many older people. I know older people can't even turn their head much past that point because they don't move their heads. They don't move their bodies. So they've lost, extension, and they've lost flexion in their joints. So be sure to get at least 15 minutes of brisk walking, or just even do calisthenics in your bedroom. If you're ill or if you're debilitated somehow, start small. Just walk around the house once for a week, then walk around the house twice for a week. Build on that, but get moving. You will be so thankful in your old age. I know I am. I still have a lot of mobility. Water, of course, we've spoken about these things before. But you always need to have water within reach. They say 6 to 8 glasses a day. If you're eating a lot of fresh live fruits and vegetables, you don't have to worry so much about it because there's a lot of liquid in those. And so you can cut back on your water a little bit. I only probably do about 5 glasses a day. But hydrate constantly. In between meals, do not drink with your meals. Hundreds and hundreds of metabolic processes have to have water, including your digestive tract, or they will not work. So we got nutrition, exercise, water. That's our new. S is sunshine. It was gloriously sunny this morning. Sunshine not only affects our mood, but it does affect our health. It has a very antibacterial effect on our bodies, exposing our bodies to sun, kills germs. If you have a wound or a sore, Florence Nightingale was pulling all the soldiers out of the tents, and they had a lot less death rate from infection when she did that. Sun is marvelous. God didn't put it up there just to keep us warm. It has hundreds of benefits. So we have sunshine. T is for temperance. Now, temperance means moderation in all that's good, even though these are wonderful foods. You don't sit down and just stuff yourself. You eat till you're satisfied and you push away from the table. So, moderation in all that's good, and don't be an exercise freak. I know some people that just absolutely burn themselves out exercising. Women will actually stop their menstrual cycles if they exercise too much. So, nothing in excess. And then it means abstinence, total not doing, stop, don't go there with things that we know are harmful. Despite all the things saying that red wine is wonderful because it has, what's it, resveratrol that's in there. But you can get that by eating your grapes. So you don't have to worry about drinking wine because wine has a lot of other deleterious effects. So, cut out things that you know. You know what your worst enemies are. Those chips, those cigarettes, whatever. Start picking away at it. So we have sunshine, we have temperance, and now we have fresh air. It's if air we can only live with for a few minutes, without for a few minutes. So you have to have fresh air. Go back and look at our video on forest bathing. The Japanese actually have huge plots of forest in their cities where people can walk because they found that your immune system, when you are in the woods, from the plant phenols, the all the essences coming off the trees and the plant phenols actually build your immune system. And anybody who's taken a walk in a park or a walk in the woods knows how relaxing it is. That really affects your stress levels. So getting fresh air. Okay, the next one is rest and recreation. I like to put those two together. Along with diet, I think rest is probably the most abused health law in this country. And so if you can get those 8 hours, and remember, every hour before midnight is worth 2 after. So get to bed early. I find that if I get to bed by 9 o'clock, I can wake up at 5 o'clock, put in a full day, and then, get to bed early again. People say, well, I can't get anything done. Well, start training your body to get up early and go to bed early. It's going to take a while to flip that, but once you do, those early morning hours are so precious. They're great for Bible study, and they're just great for thinking because your brain is all refreshed. So rest and recreation. Going to an amusement park is not something that you do to recreate. You are in adrenal exhaustion and your body is totally stressed out. Same with watching a movie where people are being blown up or it's very scary. Your body doesn't know the difference between that and reality. So those things are stressors. I just bought a new tent and I can't wait to go camping. This is a hammock tent. You suspend them from the trees, so you're above the ground. They're really fun. I got a couple of them. But a weekend end in the woods is worth 5 years of therapy, I'll tell you. I come back so refreshed. But even like I said, a walk in the park or whatever. Look at your recreation. Are you enjoying yourself? Is it fun? Is there any stress involved? Because then it's not recreating you. And the last one is trust in divine power. Now, we got to believe somebody's in control bigger than us. I certainly can't control my life. And I'm so grateful through the power of prayer and the things that I learn when I study scripture, the promises. You can claim these promises and they're valid. And that really, really helps to know that somebody else is in control. So these are 8 doctors that will come to your house. If you pay attention to these 8 doctors, you will not get sick. So I hope you've enjoyed learning about the laws of health and the 8 doctors. Wait a minute. We want you to let us know if you're watching. So if you can push the like button and subscribe. And have you had any comments? We'll be glad to try to answer your questions. So keep up with us, and thank you for joining us today. See you next time.